Hey there! Are you ready to stop doubting yourself and finally go after what you truly want? You've come to the right place. Today, we'll explore how to break free from self-doubt and take bold steps toward the life you've always dreamed of. So, get comfortable, silence those nagging doubts, and prepare to uncover practical strategies that will help you embrace your true potential and build unshakable confidence. Your aspirations are within reach, and the journey begins now. But before we get started, make sure to hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell. This way, you'll never miss valuable insights from our channel. Ready? Let's dive into understanding the heavy burden of self-doubt and how to overcome it. Before tackling self-doubt, it's essential to grasp what we're dealing with. Self-doubt isn't just a fleeting thought. It's a persistent force that clouds our judgment and hinders progress. Like a thick fog, it obscures the path toward our goals, making every decision seem uncertain. Over time, we find ourselves questioning every step forward, trapped in a cycle of hesitation. This doubt doesn't appear randomly. It takes root in our past experiences and often refuses to fade away until we confront it directly. It shows up as questions that linger in our minds. What if I'm not good enough? Or what if this fails? These thoughts aren't arbitrary. They stem from significant events, societal expectations, and the opinions of others. These doubts grow stronger as they remain unchallenged, building invisible barriers around what we believe we can achieve. Imagine carrying a heavy backpack on a long journey. Initially, you barely notice its weight, but as time passes, each step becomes harder, until you start doubting whether the destination is worth the effort. That's the nature of self-doubt. It doesn't stop you completely, but it slows you down so much that you might give up before even reaching your goal. Many people abandon their dreams at this stage, not because they lack ability, but because they're weighed down by this burden, never having the chance to fully try. Our modern world amplifies self-doubt through constant comparisons. Social media often portrays the illusion of perfection, where everyone seems to have their lives together. We start to feel inadequate, believing that we're the only ones struggling, while others succeed effortlessly. But that's far from the truth. Confidence isn't something people are born with. It's built through perseverance. Even those you admire have faced moments of self-doubt. The difference? They chose to push forward instead of letting doubt define them. This choice sets the stage for success. Past experiences also contribute to self-doubt. Failures, criticisms, and setbacks leave lasting impressions, shaping how we perceive our capabilities. These moments can feel like stones added to a growing pile, weighing us down and distorting our view of what's possible. Each misstep reinforces the belief that failure defines us. But this is a distorted narrative. Failures are just pieces of a larger puzzle, opportunities to learn and grow. They only limit us if we let them. Fear is closely tied to self-doubt, acting as its constant companion. Whenever we think about pursuing something meaningful, fear introduces all the what-ifs. Fear of failure, judgment, or wasting time keeps us from taking action. It convinces us to stay in our comfort zones, where we feel safe but stagnant. This illusion of safety is deceptive. By avoiding risks, we avoid growth. The path to realizing our potential often requires stepping into the unknown, facing fear head-on, and trusting ourselves enough to move forward, even when the outcome is uncertain. Recognizing self-doubt is the first step in overcoming it. Pay attention to the excuses you make. Maybe next year, or I'll start when I'm ready. These thoughts often mask deeper fears, keeping you from stepping out of your comfort zone and achieving what you're truly capable of. The good news: self-doubt is not an inherent part of who you are, it's a habit formed over time. Beneath it lies your authentic self, filled with the strength and potential to create the life you desire. The first step to reclaiming this power is acknowledging that self-doubt can be unlearned. Think of self-doubt as a shell you've outgrown. It's not a permanent part of you, but rather a layer that can be peeled away. With each step forward, you strip away this doubt, revealing your true self, someone capable, confident, and ready to thrive. Overcoming self-doubt doesn't mean it will disappear entirely. Instead, it's about refusing to let it dictate your actions. Each small victory adds to your confidence, lightening the weight of doubt and propelling you toward the life you've envisioned. The roots of self-doubt. Self-doubt often begins in childhood, where seeds of doubt are unknowingly planted. A teacher's comment, a failed attempt, or even well-meaning advice like "don't aim too high" can grow into beliefs that hold us back. Over time, these seeds take root, shaping our mindset. Family and societal expectations also play a role. Advice meant to protect us, like "have a backup plan," can instill caution instead of courage. These voices echo in our minds, reinforcing self-doubt as we navigate challenges. Failures and setbacks further compound this doubt. Instead of viewing these moments as isolated events, we internalize them as proof of our limitations. This distorted perspective convinces us that we're defined by our mistakes rather than shaped by resilience. Social media and cultural expectations amplify this struggle. The curated highlight reels we see online make us feel inadequate, as if we're falling short of an unrealistic standard. But the truth is, everyone faces challenges. They're just not always visible. Recognizing that self-doubt is a collection of external influences, not your true voice, is empowering. It allows you to challenge these beliefs and reclaim your narrative. By identifying the roots of your doubt, you can begin to see them for what they are: stories that no longer serve you. To start uprooting self-doubt, reflect on where it began. What experiences planted these seeds? Was it a critical comment from someone, a past failure, or societal pressures? Examine these roots and question whether they truly represent your capabilities or if they're just stories you've absorbed over time. Think of your mind as a garden. You have the power to pull out the weeds of doubt and make room for seeds of confidence and growth. As you clear these doubts, you'll notice your inner voice growing stronger, guiding you toward choices that align with your true self. Reframing failure and risk. Failure and risk often feel like insurmountable obstacles, towering over us and keeping us from moving forward. But what if you saw them differently? Instead of viewing failure as an end, imagine it as a stepping stone and risk as a bridge to new possibilities. These aren't barriers, they're essential parts of growth. Failure, when reframed, becomes a valuable teacher. Every misstep offers a lesson, a chance to build resilience and gain insight. If you look at the stories of successful people, you'll notice that their journeys are filled with failures. The difference is that they used these moments as stepping stones, not stumbling blocks. Risk, too, is often misunderstood. It's not about stepping into danger, it's about stepping into possibility. Without risk, we remain stagnant, stuck in our comfort zones. While it feels safe, staying in place prevents us from exploring our full potential and discovering what lies beyond the familiar. Think of risk as an investment in yourself. It's a way of saying, I believe in my potential, even if there's no guarantee of success. Taking risks opens doors to opportunities and growth that wouldn't exist otherwise. Even when things don't go as planned, the lessons learned are invaluable. Reframing failure and risk is about embracing them as natural parts of the journey. Each setback teaches you something new, and each risk pushes you closer to your goals. Progress isn't about avoiding failure, it's about learning to navigate it with strength and determination. Listening to your inner compass. Within each of us lies an inner compass, a guide that points toward what truly matters. It's the quiet pull you feel when you think about living a life aligned with your deepest values and aspirations. However, this compass often gets buried under layers of doubt and external expectations. Reconnecting with your inner compass means tuning out the noise and listening to your own voice. It's about making choices, not because they're easy, but because they feel right for you. This compass is unique to you. It's built from your experiences, values, and dreams. Trusting this compass may lead you down unfamiliar paths, but those paths often lead to the most fulfilling destinations. By honoring your inner guide, you align your actions with your authentic self, creating a life that reflects your true potential. Practical steps to overcome self-doubt. Breaking free from self-doubt doesn't happen overnight, but it starts with small, intentional actions. Don't wait for the perfect moment. That's just another way self-doubt holds you back. Take one small step today, whether it's starting a project, making a decision, or pursuing something you've been putting off. Practice self-compassion by treating yourself with kindness. Mistakes and setbacks are part of growth, not evidence of failure. When you slip up, remind yourself that every successful person has faced struggles and that resilience is built through these experiences. Build momentum by focusing on small wins. Each time you accomplish something, no matter how small, you reinforce your belief in your abilities. These victories create a solid foundation for bigger steps, proving that you're capable of overcoming doubt. Over time, these consistent actions weaken the grip of self-doubt. You begin to see it for what it is, a shadow that fades as you step into the light of your potential. Confidence isn't something you wait for, it's something you build, one step at a time. But the journey ahead, the path to overcoming self-doubt, isn't straight or easy. It's filled with moments of clarity, setbacks, and doubts that resurface. But every step forward, no matter how small, is a declaration of your belief in yourself. Growth doesn't come from standing still. It comes from embracing challenges and moving forward despite the fear. Your journey is uniquely yours, shaped by your experiences, values, and aspirations. It doesn't need to look like anyone else's path. The steps you take, the risks you embrace, and the dreams you pursue are deeply personal and meaningful to you. Surround yourself with people who support and uplift you. Mentors, friends, and communities can remind you of your strengths when you're struggling to believe in them yourself. While the journey is yours, having encouragement along the way makes all the difference. Remember, self-doubt is a shadow, not a permanent obstacle. The life you want is waiting just beyond hesitation. Trust your inner compass, embrace risks, and take the first step toward your unique path. Your potential is immense, and the only thing standing in the way is the decision to begin. Each step forward brings you closer to the person you're meant to be. It's not about achieving perfection, it's about embracing progress and learning from the journey. The challenges you face will shape you, the risks you take will propel you, and the victories you achieve will affirm your growth. So, are you ready to step forward and embrace the life that's waiting for you? Trust your courage, take the leap, and remember that every small action brings you closer to your dreams. The journey is yours. Will you take the first step?